Hi everyone, Tara Johnson here, and I pray that you are enjoying a lovely afternoon. I'm here in Arkansas, enjoying a rare, mild January day. So I know it's supposed to get colder later on this week, so I'm enjoying the sunshine while I can and the milder breezes. But I've had several questions recently coming at me in private messenger and all these different things, and I thought I'll just take a few moments while it's nice outside and take care of all of them all at once. And first, I want to thank the ladies of East Union Baptist Church in Hensley, Arkansas, for having me out this past Friday night for their refuel program. It was such a fun night. We spent a few minutes and talked about the importance of being in 2019. We talked about those pesky resolutions that none of us like and that none of us can keep, apparently. And we talked about putting away our to-do list. No more to-do lists. Instead, this year, 2019, we're going to focus on to be. No more to-dos, to be. What do we want to be? Who do we want to be? And for myself, I know I want to be, I need to be more like Christ. So we've made a to-be list. And I think that's a good goal for 2019 and beyond. So, again, thank you, ladies of East Union. It was so much fun. And we get to do it again soon. But as for all the questions, again, thank you so much to all of you who have picked up Engraved on the Heart. Things are going great with this, and I cannot thank you enough for taking this story into your homes and your hearts and for getting the word out. And for those of you who have been asking, my next book, I'm sorry, it's not a sequel to Micah and Kizzy's story, but I do have good news. If you go to www.tarajohnsonstories.com and you sign up for my free e-newsletter, that's really hard to say, you can get a free download of a little short story I've written called Where Starlight Glistens, and you can find out all about what's going on with Kizzy and Micah after Engraved on the Heart is over. So you'll get a sneak peek into their life in Philadelphia and what they've been up to since they had to leave Savannah. So do that again, www.tarajohnsonstories.com. So since the next story isn't a sequel, and I know the word's out now on social media, I get to introduce you to the very next story coming out July 1st, 2019. It's Where Dandelions Bloom. And I'm so excited about this story and the beautiful job that Tyndale has done helping me with the edits and just the gorgeous cover copy and the amazing work that they do across the board to just make this the absolute best story that it can be. And I'm really excited about the theme of this. The main heroine's name is Cassie Kendrick, and our hero's name is Gabriel Avery. And again, a Civil War story. Cassie's having a really hard time, and the theme of this book is forgiveness. And I learned something very important. I'd heard this before. A writer friend long ago told me, be careful what you write about, because God may test you on it. And boy, she was not kidding. God tested me on this theme in big ways this past year. But wow, what an amazing thing he has done. I've learned so many beautiful truths about forgiveness. And I'd always heard that, forgiveness is, I think it was Samuel Clements that said that forgiveness or unforgiveness, anger, just poisons the vessel that it's held in, which is true. But it's also exhausting. In the Bible, in the scriptures, it talks about unforgiveness being like a chain or a cord that binds you to the person that you're refusing to forgive. And I got to thinking about that as I was writing this story. Cassie really struggles with unforgiveness towards her father, who is a very abusive, alcoholic father. And she struggles with that. I struggled with some issues writing this story. Not with my dad, but with some other issues that were totally separate. But I thought about that and that cord that bound Cassie and her father. Any time that we refuse to forgive someone or to hold on to our anger, our resentment, it's a cord that binds us to them. It's like dragging a weight behind us. And as I was thinking about that, I thought, okay, if I'm dragging a weight behind me, I'm dragging a person behind me, giving them space in my head. Who's the one doing the work and all that dragging? I am. I'm the one dragging all of that misery and anguish and weight behind me. My kids have really gotten into the Titan games with The Rock recently. It just hit the airwaves this past few weeks. And at the end of this big obstacle challenge they have to do, the contestants have to drag a 200 to 250 pound iron ball across the stage and use the chisel attached to the end of it to bust open cement. Unforgiveness is like that. You're dragging somebody behind you. Well, you're the one doing all the work. It doesn't affect the person that you're refusing to forgive at all. Asking God to help you forgive cuts that cord completely and allows you to be free. It doesn't undo the damage. It doesn't invalidate what happened. But what it does is say, okay, you know what? Yes, this happened, but I am going to choose to let it go. For my health, for my happiness, for my freedom, and I'm going to trust that God is going to take care of it. I no longer hold a debt over you because of this. I'm going to let it go. There's amazing freedom in that, and that's what Cassie learned and Where Dandelions Bloom as well. I really hope that you'll pick up a copy of this when it's available. Pretty soon they'll be coming, information will be coming about joining the launch team, so you can join that if you're interested. If you've never been on a launch team, it's so much fun. You get to preview the book early a lot of times. You get to help spread the word. There's fun games and contests, and it's a lot of fun. I try my best to make it really fun for you, and Where Dandelions Bloom. So I would love to hear your feedback on what you think of the cover, maybe what you think of the theme, if there's any struggle that you've had in your life with unforgiveness, what that did to you, or maybe a lesson you've learned about forgiveness along the way. I think there's kind of a misnomer that says, oh, it's so easy to forgive. Once you've done it, it's over and it's finished. No, sometimes you have to readdress it. Sometimes it's not just instantaneous. You have to go back to it multiple times. But God helps you through it, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. Where Dandelions Bloom. And you'll see once you read it why dandelions are so important in this book. And I'd also love to hear, growing up, I loved dandelions. I still love dandelions. I've discovered adults seem to hate dandelions for very strange sometimes reasons, but also valid reasons. So like, oh, they clutter up my yard, they mess up my flower bed. But I've learned universally almost across the board that children love dandelions. So I would like to hear from you. Love or hate dandelions? And what have you learned about forgiveness? You can find me on my website, again, www.tarajohnsonstories.com. You can find me on Facebook at Tara Johnson Author, Twitter at Tara Ministry. I'm on Instagram. I think it's Tara Johnson Author, maybe. I don't know. You'll find me on there somewhere. But I'm around. If nothing else, just go to the website, and there's an easy link there. But look for this. It is available now for pre-order already on Amazon, and I think ChristianBook.com as well as probably many other retailers. Tyndale as well. Tyndale.com. Best publisher. So awesome. Thank you guys so much. And if you have any questions, just send them my way. Thank you so much. You're loved. Blessings.